So, I'm back again, and this is episode 3 of editing some photos. And so today we are going to, well, you've already read the title, so we're going to be editing photos in the style of Black Paris, and they have like a really sleek style, which I actually like a lot. So just go over the Instagram real quick and we'll just have a look at what they have. Alright, so we're on the page of Black Paris here, and as you can see it's a very blacked out kind of look, and if you just look at them you can see mainly in most of the images the colours that they've left in are the like orange and red kind of colours. You can see in this one, if we go in here, it's all desaturated except for the skin tones which are orange, and as you can see on the shoe here there's a bit of red. Here as well, everything else is blacked out. And here especially, this is another good example. Everything in the image is all black and desaturated, leaving the orange and the reds. So we're going to be trying to replicate this kind of style today, and let's see how it goes. So I'll hop in the Lightroom, get cracking. So we're in Lightroom now, and this is the image we got here. It's a picture I took of my drone out in my backyard, but it wasn't that hard to get, so anyway. So the first thing we're going to want to do is put a lot of contrast into the image. Next we'll put up the highlights for a change, not too much, as well as the shadows, just to bring a bit of detail we lost. We put up the contrast. We're going to bring both the whites down, not all the way. Bring the blacks down a bit more though. So what we're trying to do here is just bring a lot of contrast into the image, which gives it a bit more black tones. As we can see, just bring down the blacks a whole lot. And now this, we're going to put up the clarity. Not too much, just around there. And this time with the vibrance and saturation, we're going to bring it down on both sides. Yeah. And now, as we can see already, it's looking very similar to Black Paris' style already. It's got the desaturated colours, and the oranges and the reds are still very prominent. So we'll come down the tone curve. And instead of a usual S curve, which I usually do, we're going to do a U curve. So to do that, you just grab this point here in the shadows, bring that down, and then do the same with the highlights. Yep, that should be pretty good. Might just bring the exposure up a bit more. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's looking pretty good. So now we'll go to the hues and saturations. Now we'll only touch the orange and the reds one for this. So you're going to want to bring the red to the right, to the left, sorry, to about -15. There we go. And bring the oranges a bit more to the red as well. About 30 will do. So that's looking pretty good. Now the saturation, you're going to bring up the red to about +15, and the same with the orange. And everything else can just -100. And luminance, you can play around with this. I usually like my luminance for the reds a bit up, so about there will do pretty good. Oranges, I'll darken those a bit. And now the split toning. This is important because in a lot of the Black Paris images there's a lot of cool blue tones like in the highlights and shadows. So I'll just do that in the split toning. So around 220, about +10 for the highlights, and 210 with +10 saturation. A bit less, about 5. So yeah, I'm liking that a lot. I might just drop the highlight one a bit. But as you can see here, when we turn the split toning panel on and off, you can see there's a bit of blue coming back into the image. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to make this into a preset real quick, and then we'll try it on some other images. Go here. Here we have the preset here, and we'll go across, and we've got an image here. So just a car shot on the street. It's a few weeks ago. Pretty sure it's a Ferrari. Yeah, it's a nice car. Wouldn't mind having one myself. So we'll go and apply our preset, and it's looking pretty good. Like, that black's a pretty black, and there's still orange in the color up here. So I think that's pretty much good. So I might just touch this image up though, get a graduated filter where you can press M on your keyboard, bring across the train tracks here, exposure down, clarity up. What this does is just darkens the foreground a bit more and brings more attention to the car. I might bring a bit more shadows into it and a bit less contrast, and the highlights down a bit more. Put some warmth back into the image a bit so we get more of the orange pop. And yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Look at the before, look at the after. It's very similar to the style. And if you look here as well, we've brought in a lot of the black and white colours, leaving the oranges and the reds. So I think that's it for today, and yeah, if you did like this, let me know. Make sure to follow my Instagram, which will be here, and it's where I post all my photos and all that. And yeah, till next time, peace.